Hello, Malcolm. Hello, everyone else. Welcome back to Avorion while I scuffle my headphones around noisily. It's amazing how tangled my headphone cords get. And it's cold in the office right now, so the cord is hard. I guess, these were expensive headphones, but I guess they don't have that fancy soft cord that gives you cancer instantaneously. It's so funny, you get cords nowadays, you get a good cord and it says on it, like, do not touch. It's just like, really? I kind of have to unwrap it and plug it in, Like, I'll avoid it after that, like the plague, but... well, here we are back again, as I just said a minute ago. Shipyard of Reptor and Van Anda. Well, something from the shipyard of Reptor made it to my little galaxy of Van Anda, my little home galaxy of Van Anda here. And, well, I'm calling it the Gatherer. Whatever. It's going to end up with the same name as the last ship because I just reused the block, and you can't change your ship names in the game. It's too bad, but it's also kind of a typical of Avorion thing. Like, Avorion it's not an unforgiving game, it's a pretty gentle game. But it requires you to play by really set rules. So this is this bizarre thing I've created, and it's the first big ship I've made that actually performs. It's quick on its feet, it steers well. We'll just do a big launch here out into space. Hopefully we don't hit something and ruin it. And you can see it can sprint for a long time. I'm not getting close to my Jenny. I can sprint all the way into my battery. I'm not going to. The brakes are pretty strong. It will take it a little while to break down from that. There's a few other great features. See the two eyes are lit up on the back? They're inertial dampeners, and I didn't realize, but turns out whenever you decelerate, like here I'll back up, they light up. So I could totally signal spacecraft behind me by flaring my inertial dampeners and thrusters like that. Love the way the thrusters look when you make them that small. I used the bigger ones on my roll thrusters here. I don't like the glare of it, but they'll be off camera half the time. I don't know, I'll probably run the camera a ways back. Had to add another bank of thrusters on the belly to improve her performance a little bit. We'll take a look inside. So here we are in building mode. She's got headlights. She has another decoration on the front there that lights up. Pretty decoration. The shape was accidental. She's got her headlights, everything. Here's her stats. I've got a ton of mods in it, and I may switch them around, but with the mods the way they are right now, she has a 1.87 million hit point shield, which is like, okay, that's good. That's sweet. Yeah, she's great. We got a little problem with the crew, which I'll be fixing today. I brought the crew over from the old ship, and oddly enough, they were all at 100% on the old ship, but now that we've transferred to the new ship, all my fully trained sergeants, lieutenants, and so forth are not enough to handle the job anymore, which is really interesting. It's not like there's more people on this ship. So, whatever. It'll all work out. It'll all come out in the wash. But it looks like we need to hire a bunch of those guys. And I mean a bunch. It looks like we need to hire like 40 sergeants. No. Yeah, it looks like we need to hire 40 sergeants. Well, that means going deeper galaxy for sure. We're not going to pick up 40 sergeants here at Oxaxu Prime. I think you start with a random organization as your friend every game, but I started with the Oxaxu Army as my friend, so I always come back here to Oxaxu to do my rebuilds. A little more tour of the beast here. I've coated all those thruster banks where they can be coated, because I don't like to hide thrusters. I know you can plate over thruster ports and they work, but I don't like it. Even though I was a user of stacked plate thrusters, which is the same thing. But I put Xanian stone over all the thrusters for a little additional protection, except those roll thrusters. So it looks to me like the ends of the wings can get blown off pretty damn easily on this ship. That won't be crippling. It would be right now, because we have a little resource problem. There she is in all her glory. You can tell I used the mirroring tool. I built it on the XY axis mirror completely, so it would be even this time. Love the shape. You could definitely take this shape and probably smooth it up with some angled blocks of some kind or another. You can see there's a little light leakage here. Those are some yaw and roll controllers that didn't get quite fully armored. That's okay. I'm not worried. It almost looks sort of sweet like that, honestly. Big Beast. Big Beast. Very pleased. Alright, I'll look at the mods here. So she's got like a jillion slots. I think she has 12. And I've got 3 shield boosters in, one of which dumps you 25% of your shield back when it drains. That's awesome. I may pull a shield booster and go with more turrets. I've got 2 of the alien legendary artifacts in here. I don't know what they do, but they give you 5 turrets each bonus, so yo. Got the Quantum 9 hyperspace upgrade in. I did not put my other sweetie hyperspace upgrade in because it would really speed up my cooldown, which would be nice because that takes a long time. But I don't need the extra jump range, so I thought I'd just go, you know, turrets. I got a legendary MTCS-6 military turret mod. So happy with that. Anyway, that's the mods. It's mostly turrets and shields, really. Just like really utilitarian. I have a beautiful scanner upgrade. I think I have a pretty good radar upgrade. I could put those in. I've got a cargo upgrade that's pretty good. I don't need the battery upgrade. I don't really use the battery much. Like, if my ship hits battery, I let go of everything for a second. Because I like to engineer in enough generation that we've got, like, serious wiggle room in terms of energy weapon usage and stuff like that. I can just drain it. I don't have to worry. So, again, what have we got in stock? Yeah, see, 1 fender bender, and all our trinium's gone. I had 2 collisions harvesting all the stuff to build this blasted monster. Took a whole day in a salvage yard, literally. Probably, I think it was 4 one-hour salvage sessions, working as hard as I could. But I only have 6 salvaging lasers. The rest is guns. Meh. So yeah, we've got to go get a lot of trinium pretty quickly. Basically, what we're going to do that is some very careful adventuring without bumping the ship, because if I break it, I'm going to have to switch to a smaller model ship, and I don't have a smaller model ship I'm really satisfied with right now. This is cool. I love this ship. It's untried in combat and untried at docking. It's also wallowing in space uncontrollably. The roll is the weak point. Let's go back to the ship menu here. The roll is the weak point. Yaw, 1.16. Pitch, 1.22. Those are great. Roll is 1, and that not matching the others means that, you know, you move your mouse around and you get into a bit of wonkerly. It's nicer to have those numbers match. I find you get a smoother control experience. 236.1 meters per second thrust and 238.7 meters per second brake thrust. I don't like crashing. I'm so tired of hitting stuff. I've got collision damage set to full. It's staying that way, and if I start a new galaxy, I'll set collision damage to full. I like it. But yeah, you could really get wrecked. Okay, let's pop this open, see what he's got for crew. He has got some sergeants. He's got 4 sergeants and some commanders. Let's pomp over there with this brute. Please don't hit anything. 125 kilometers. I really did go out to do my work, eh? Well, she could cover that in a very short period of time at maximum thrust, and she can do maximum thrust probably all the way there. I feel like I should be hitting the brakes already. Gosh knows, yeah, there's rocks around here, Sunny Jim. 1 rock and it's over, eh? That speed, 6 kilometers a second. He's still 25k out. He's a small station too. Okay, it is break time now. It seems like he's right here, but he's 10k out. He's tiny, you know. Let's come in, bring the speed down. I have never docked this ship. I've never really flown this ship other than to spin it around a little bit and see that it's working. This is the first time it's had a crew on it. We have very little sideways thrust. I guess that's just our gyro arrays doing it. I didn't think about that during design. I put no sideways thrusters on. Oh my god. I have no sideways thrust. I've got some up and some down and no sideways thrust. And I thought I had everything so right with this ship, but that's going to make it a pig to dock because, you know, where is even that dock? It's on the other side. Let's go around. That's going to make it a pig to dock. Dude. Oh, I made a big mistake there. Oh, I forgot you can't just have only the 3 numbers. You actually need thrust in those directions. Okay, well, a little lesson to all you Avorion maniacs out there. It's possible to build a ship that looks really good on paper, flies really good in the hand, and when it comes time to dock it at a station, you're looking at a 45-minute procedure due to a failure in thruster design. Right, well, our episode will be concluded pretty quickly here. It may be that... There we are, press F to dock. It may be that we'll be doing something about that. We will take your sergeants, please. And let's just see what else we've got here. It's too bad you can't train untrained guys into professions, but that's the way it is. So, and lieutenants, commanders. So we don't need many commanders. I think we need 3. Let's see how many he's got, because he had some. He's got commanders. We'll take 3. Great. That should do our commander thing up. Check that. Yeah, fixed up commanders. So we need a couple of... We need 1 general and a stomp load of lieutenants and sergeants. Okay, let's back her up. So can I use a ship that has no sideways thrust? That's a very interesting question. Will it work? Interesting. Let's see if it'll break sideways. The inertial dampeners should do it. Let's take her up to speed, swing her sideways, and see if she breaks sideways. I don't know if she's braking sideways as well as she brakes forwards, but she does have sideways brakes. So I can tack on some absolutely minimal attitude thrusters, possibly even convert my wingtip thrust units into all-rounders or something like that. Alright, well, the Gatherer's going to obviously get a bit of review. That's okay, you know what? I'm super burned out from getting the materials to build this thing anyway. It'll be a little bit relaxing to go back to the shipyard and attempt to fix that problem. It doesn't need much fixing. I don't mind those being slow values. But I do use them in combat to, you know, get a little angular velocity when I want to do a slow side pass run on an enemy or whatever. So, gonna have to fix that zero thrust. You know what I mean, right? Gonna have to fix that problem. Won't take much fixing because I don't need much performance out of it in that respect. I really think that the fact that it can actually steer and turn and fly is enough. We just need that side thrusting for docking and for fine combat jonkerings. So there she is, folks, the Gatherer. I'm going to make the front decoration glow for you. So there we go. We light up her face, and then she lights up her decoration. She makes a cool space beacon this way. Like, there we go. How do we get the back thrusters to light up there? Oh, we're not close enough. That's a problem. So you scroll the camera out a bit and you can't see those thruster flames anymore. Yeah, there they disappear. In 1 notch. No, in 2 notches you can see them again. I doubt the devs will ever see my video. Oh yeah, look, it's a really specific camera range thing. I doubt the devs will ever see this, but it would be cool to see that camera range on the small thrusters maybe improved. Maybe it's an artifact of my poor performing graphics system. I have a 3 GB card and an older computer. I think this game could use more. Runs fine on my system, and it'll run fine on a potato. But I think it would use more well, and maybe I'd see a little bit better action on that. I love the way those look. Okay, there she is, the Gatherer. We'll go patch her up now. And that's all this episode is a quick little introduction. Oh yeah, we are. I love the way the map is 3D, by the way. I kind of wish you could rotate it in 3D. Like, I actually really wish. I'm holding my right mouse button down and wangling right now, because I just love how that looks in 3D. That is super, super cool. Can you center in on stuff? Like, can I? No. Let's get out of here. Okay, folks. Back to the Gatherer, who is... There she is. There she is. That was interesting. Okay, folks, we will see you all soon for the next episode, and you'll see the Gatherer in action, because this is the ship that I'm going to try to take deeper into the galaxy. As soon as we get that Trinium and Xanian stocked up so that she's not so breakable, we were going to take her much deeper in than we've been. Here we are back at Oxaxu Prime. Gosh, we got a nice jump range on us. That's sweet. And here's what we've explored of the galaxy. So we've just edged on the core, dodging a rift here, and we just jumped through there in a run. It was like, this isn't safe. So we are going to go deeper with this, but first we're going to head to the Trinium and Xanian layers, kind of in this general depth, and we're going to just fight and take, because we need money. We need money. What have I got for money? I got 28 million left after building this ship, and my crew burn off $1 million a pop right now. It's like 900,000 a bang to pay them, and it's going to be quite a bit more when I throw in those officer class members. Okay, keep saying I'm going to leave. I don't have no weapons, so I can't fight these pirates. So now I really am going to leave. So until the next time, bye for now.